5 women in Texas are taking a stand against some of the harshest post-Roe abortion laws anywhere in the country. In a new lawsuit backed by the Center for Reproductive Rights, the women are looking for clarity on the vague and conflicting language in the state's abortion ban that forced them to travel across state lines for the procedure while facing complications in their pregnancies that threaten both their lives and the lives of their unborn children. It marks the first time that pregnant women themselves have taken legal action against the bans meant to restrict their rights. Joining me now are Lauren Miller, one of the plaintiffs in the lawsuit, and Molly Duane, a senior staff attorney for the Center for Reproductive Rights. Welcome to you both, ladies. Thanks for joining us on this. Lauren, I just want to start with you on this one and kind of understand what it is that made you want to go public with your story.
Sure. So going public was very scary, to be honest. I didn't even tell people, even friends, what we were doing for a long time. And the more I realized that people don't understand how these laws are impacting folks in the real world, it became really important to me to share what we had gone through, this horrible stress and trauma on top of already what was a horrible situation.
Tell me what you went through, Lauren. What happened?
So my pregnancy started off pretty happy. It was a wanted pregnancy. I did end up in the emergency room very early on from severe vomiting, but my husband and I were thrilled, albeit floored, to find out that it was twins. We already have one son. I'd always wanted 3 kids, so we were really excited. We were looking for a new car to accommodate 3 under 2 when just everything changed. I was at the 12-week ultrasound when we found out that baby A, as the doctors refer to them, was fine. The same couldn't be said for baby B. And it was horrible. Testing revealed that he had trisomy 18, and additional ultrasounds just showed one heartbreaking issue after another. And after speaking with multiple doctors, genetic counselors, and you're hoping somebody's wrong, but we kept arriving at the same point where it was that baby B will die. It was just a matter of how soon. And unfortunately, every day that he continued to develop, he was putting his twin and myself at higher risk. And sure enough, I ended up in the ER a second time from severe nausea and vomiting. But that's where healthcare ends in Texas now. That's all they could say. And you never want to be in a situation where your pregnancy journal turns into this horror novel. Folks would stop mid-sentence when trying to counsel us as if they were scared that they'd be arrested even just for saying the word abortion. Nobody even said it. And for me, I just wanted to mourn this son who I would never know, but I didn't have time for that because we had to just scramble to get out of state to get an abortion in order to give myself and baby A the best chance. And it was just a horrible experience to go through. I'll never forget one of the doctors just ripping off his gloves, throwing them at the trash and saying, "I can't help you anymore. You have to go out of state." And
Wow.
So I'm due in less than 2 weeks with baby A, and this has really haunted the rest of my pregnancy.
What was it like amidst all of this, right? The stress of finding out that one of your fetuses was terminal, was going to have to be terminated, to have to leave your home state where you're surrounded by the people that you love, to terminate your pregnancy elsewhere.
It was so surreal to be going through this and feeling like when we were fleeing in the night, because we had a late night flight, it was just so surreal to be going through that and to feel prosecuted by my own state just for trying to access health care. And I never thought I would be in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel even more horrible when all you're trying to do is take care of yourself and, in my case, the other baby who we were still trying to give a chance.
Molly, tell me about this lawsuit and what you want to achieve here.
Sure. Well, I think unfortunately what we have seen is that Lauren's experience is not unique. It is in fact very typical. Abortion bans, which have taken effect since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, are having real and significant harms on real people's lives throughout the country. And so this lawsuit seeks to say, look, abortion is healthcare. Abortion is healthcare that Lauren and all the other plaintiffs in this lawsuit were denied. But the fact of the matter is that even without Roe v. Wade, Texans have constitutional rights to life, to liberty, and to equality. And those rights do not disappear just because a person is pregnant. And so we are seeking to validate those rights in court and get some clarity around what is apparently an exception that does not really exist in practice.
Why doesn't it exist in practice if apparently it is an exception in the state of Texas? Why couldn't Lauren's doctor say, this could affect your health, and so we must, in fact, perform this abortion in state?
Well, each state that has an abortion. Yeah,
I just wonder if doctors are scared.
Exactly right. I mean, every state that now has banned abortion, and there are at least 13 states that have banned abortion, have an exception for medical emergencies of one form or another. But what we are seeing throughout Texas and in every state where abortion is banned is that physicians are terrified. They are facing loss of their license, lifetime in prison, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. They are afraid to say the word abortion out loud, let alone actually perform an abortion, when the risk is that an aggressive prosecutor, that an attorney general who is against abortion in every way, shape, or form, as we have in Texas and many other states, that these folks are going to second guess their medical opinions. And medical care just doesn't work that way. Physicians need discretion to treat their patients, and patients need autonomy to get the health care that they need.
Lauren, you had to terminate one of your pregnancies, but your other one will be here in just a couple of weeks. We couldn't be more excited for you. As you face what is ahead for yourself and you look at what you went through behind you, you have a platform here. What do you want to tell folks?
Something that I really want to reiterate, and I don't think I can stress enough, is that I'm the best case scenario in this situation. We had the resources to get out of state, and I didn't have to go to the brink of death here in Texas. But that's not the case for anybody. And really what it comes down to is that layers of privilege should never determine who can access healthcare in Texas. It's inhumane. And the politicians here are prohibiting healthcare that they just don't understand. They could do something. They haven't. They don't seem to be taking action. And when the confusion is this widespread amongst doctors, lawyers, and the general population, that's not a bug, that's a feature.
Lauren,
I want to change that.
We wish you the best in the coming weeks, and we hope you do keep in touch as this all develops. Molly Duane, we thank you as well.